Ladies and gentlemen, it's such an honor to stand here before you today, a room full of incredible women, each of you powerful in your own right. You are unstoppable, you are resilient, you are worthy of love, respect, and every good thing life has to offer. Today, I want to have a real talk about something that's close to my heart about the choices we make in relationships. More specifically, I want to speak about the things women should never do with a man or with anyone, things that dim your spirit, compromise your dignity, and rob you of your joy. Are you ready to hear some truth? Let's go. First, don't dim your light for anyone. You hear me? Don't. Your light, your spark, your passion, they're your power. Never let someone else's discomfort dictate how brightly you should shine. There's a special kind of strength in a woman who embraces her worth and knows she deserves to sparkle not in someone else's shadow, but in her own magnificent glow. Second, don't lose yourself in someone else's expectations. You see, life isn't about fitting into someone else's mold of who you should be. It's about you becoming exactly who you want to be. Chase your dreams. Listen to your heart. Build the life you want to live, not the one someone else thinks you should live. Third, don't settle for less than you deserve. You deserve respect. You deserve love that uplifts, not love that drags you down. Relationships should be about giving, sharing, building, but they should never be about compromising your standards or your dignity. Know your value and don't ever compromise it. Fourth, don't change yourself to fit someone's ideal. Embrace your quirks. Embrace your flaws. Embrace your beauty and your scars. Those things make you uniquely you. If someone truly cares for you, they will love you for everything you are, not for everything you pretend to be. Fifth, don't be afraid to walk away. Yes, walk away from anything that diminishes your spirit, from any relationship that steals your peace. Walking away isn't defeat, it's courage, it's bravery. It's about choosing yourself because at the end of the day, self-respect is the foundation of everything beautiful in your life. Six, don't lose your voice. Speak up, share your thoughts, stand firm in what you believe. A woman with a voice is a woman with power. Don't let anyone silence your truth because your truth is valid. Your feelings are valid, and your thoughts, they are your light. Let them shine. Seventh, don't give up your independence. Your independence is your sanctuary. Whether it's your financial stability, your personal choices, or your emotional space, maintain it. It empowers you. It strengthens you. It gives you the freedom to choose to stay or to leave, not because you have to, but because you want to. Eighth, don't sacrifice your happiness for a relationship. Ask yourself, is this bringing me peace, growth, and happiness, or is it tearing me down? Love should lift you up. A good relationship should amplify your joy, not diminish it. Make your happiness non-negotiable. I'm here to remind you that you have a voice, you have power, and you have the incredible ability to create a life that serves your spirit, not anyone else's expectations. Stand tall, own your story, and never forget you are a force to be reckoned with, a beacon of light, a symbol of resilience. Let's choose wisely. Let's choose self-respect. Let's choose love that uplifts. Let's choose happiness that lasts. Thank you for showing up, for listening, for growing. Keep shining, not because of anyone, but in spite of everything, and because you owe it to yourself to be everything you've ever dreamed of becoming. Keep rising, keep fighting, keep loving yourself. Because in a world full of possibilities, you, my dear, are the possibility. Thank you. Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Today, I want to talk about something that I believe is at the core of our journey as women, the importance of not dimming your light for anyone. I want you to truly hear this because too often we find ourselves holding back, stepping aside, or turning down our own brilliance to make someone else feel more comfortable. But you are not here to shrink. You are here to shine. You are here to rise. You are here to live boldly, passionately, and unapologetically. You see, there's a tendency we as women have to try to fit into spaces that don't make room for our fullness. Spaces where we hide our talents, silence our voices, and suppress our dreams just so someone else's ego can feel more at ease. Maybe it's in a relationship where you find yourself muting your ambitions because your partner doesn't encourage your growth, or maybe it's in the workplace where you feel the need to act smaller, quieter, or less assertive just to fit into a mold that was never designed for your power. Maybe it's even within your own family or circle of friends where expectations and norms start to shape who you think you should be rather than celebrating who you really are. But let me tell you something, my sisters, you do not owe anyone the sacrifice of your light, not for love, not for security, not for acceptance, not for anything. Your light, your passion, your creativity, your intelligence, your dreams, it's not something that should be dimmed to make someone else feel comfortable. It's a force, it's your purpose, it's your gift to the world, and you owe it to yourself to let it shine fully and fiercely. You were born with a purpose, a unique spark that no one else has. No one else has your voice, your heart, your experiences, your resilience. You bring something to the world that only you can bring. And if you allow yourself to shrink, to settle, to compromise your dreams just to make others feel okay, you're not just holding back yourself, you're holding back the transformation you could bring to the world. Imagine what could happen if you let yourself rise without apology. If you walked into every room with your head held high, confident in who you are, unafraid of your ambition, unashamed of your dreams, and unrelenting in your commitment to your goals. Imagine the possibilities if you stopped waiting for permission to succeed, to speak, to create, to love, to live boldly, and instead just did it. Because you deserve that. You deserve to show up in your fullness. You deserve to speak your truth. You deserve to walk confidently in your journey without letting anyone's discomfort dictate your path. Don't let anyone make you feel like your light is too much. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are unrealistic. Don't let anyone convince you that you have to settle for less than you deserve. You deserve respect, you deserve opportunities, you deserve love, and you deserve a life where you are free to become everything you've ever dreamed of being. So stand tall, embrace your power, celebrate your journey. Let your light illuminate the way not only for yourself but for other women around you. When you refuse to dim your light, you give permission to others to do the same. You inspire them to rise, to speak up, to create, to dream, and together we form a movement of unstoppable women who refuse to be silenced, who refuse to compromise, and who refuse to stop until every woman knows that her light is not a burden, it's a blessing. Let's not just dream for ourselves. Let's dream for the next generation, for every little girl who deserves to grow up knowing that she can be anything, do anything, and shine without limits. Let's show her that she doesn't have to hide who she is. That she too can walk into every room and into every opportunity as a force to be reckoned with. Your light is a revolution. It's a statement. It's your refusal to accept mediocrity, your commitment to greatness, your call to courage, and it's time to let it shine boldly, brilliantly, and without apology. Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Today I want to talk about something that I believe is a silent thief of joy, a quiet destroyer of dreams. It's the danger of losing yourself in someone else's expectations. I want you to hear me clearly because this is about reclaiming your power, your purpose, and your passion. This is about living authentically, not just for yourself, but for every woman who comes after you. It's about knowing that your life belongs to you and your story is yours to write, not someone else's idea of what your story should look like. So many of us have been taught to shape ourselves to meet someone else's vision. Maybe it's a partner, a parent, a boss, or even a friend. Maybe it's society with its endless images of what beauty, success, and happiness should look like. But here's the truth: every time you bend to fit someone else's expectations, you chip away at the core of who you are. You chip away at your dreams, your truth, your voice, and you start living a life that serves someone else's narrative instead of your own. And that's not a life worth living. We often find ourselves trying to please others, trying to meet their desires, trying to make them comfortable, whether it's in love, work, family, or friendships. We say yes when we want to say no. We follow paths that don't excite us because we fear letting someone down. We hide our opinions because we don't want to rock the boat. We settle for relationships and jobs that drain us because we think we owe someone something: our time, our loyalty, our energy. But let me ask you this: what happens when you live for someone else's happiness instead of your own? What happens when you make choices that compromise your soul's calling? You end up with a life that feels hollow, unfulfilling, and disconnected from your true purpose. And no one, absolutely no one, should have that kind of power over your happiness, your choices, and your destiny. It's not a partner, not a boss, not a friend, not society, not even the voices in your head that say you're not good enough or you should do this because everyone else is doing it. You are not here to follow someone else's dream. You are here to follow your own. You are here to express your truth, to create your path, and to bring your unique vision into the world. You have something special to offer that only you can bring. Your experiences, your insights, your creativity, they're yours, they're real, they're needed, and you owe it to yourself to bring them fully to life. Think about what it would mean if you stopped trying to fit into someone else's expectations and started listening to your own heart, your intuition, and your desires. What if you allowed yourself to make decisions based on what you truly want rather than what someone else expects of you? What if you allowed yourself to fail, to grow, to stumble, and to rise on your own terms? You would start to live a life that feels real, a life that feels aligned, a life that feels yours. You deserve that life. You deserve a life where your choices are yours, where your voice is heard, where your dreams are pursued with relentless determination. You deserve to wake up every day knowing that you're living a life that is true to who you are, not just who someone else wants you to be. Let's make a promise to ourselves right here, right now, that we will no longer let anyone else dictate our path or shape our lives, that we will listen to ourselves, honor our truth, and respect our purpose, that we will stop living in the shadows of other people's expectations and start stepping boldly into the light of our own destiny. Every moment you choose yourself, you inspire another woman to do the same. Every time you stand up for your truth, you show another woman that she too can have the courage to do the same. We are not just individuals, we are a movement. It's a movement of women who refuse to settle, a movement that builds strength and vulnerability, power and truth, and beauty and authenticity. So let's rise together, let's speak our truths, let's create a future where we don't compromise who we are to meet someone else's vision, but rather we celebrate who we are fully and fiercely. Let's build lives that. Good afternoon, amazing women. It's so beautiful to see your faces today because it reminds me of the power, resilience, and beauty that each of you carries within. I want to talk about something that is crucial: a commitment to yourself that should never waver. I want to talk about not settling for less than you deserve, not in love, not in work, not in friendships, and not in life. Because you see, settling isn't just about accepting less, it's about accepting a life that doesn't honor your greatness, your potential, and your worth. And let me tell you, you are worthy of so much more than just good enough. We've all been there, haven't we? Moments when we found ourselves in situations, relationships, jobs, or friendships where we felt something wasn't quite right but didn't know how to change it. Maybe we stayed because we were afraid of losing someone's approval or afraid of failure. Maybe we stayed because we told ourselves that this was as good as it gets, that happiness comes with compromise, that love comes with sacrifice, that success comes with struggle. But I'm here to remind you today you deserve more than compromise. You deserve more than just settling. You deserve a life where you are respected, not just in words, but in actions. You deserve a love that lifts you higher instead of pulling you down. You deserve a job that challenges and empowers you, not one that diminishes your spirit. You deserve friendships that nourish you, that support you, and that celebrate your successes with you, not out of obligation, but out of genuine love and respect. Don't let anyone make you believe that settling is a virtue. It is not a badge of honor, it's a prison. It's a choice to live a life that erases your dreams, dulls your spark, and compromises your truth. And you, my sisters, are not meant to be erased. You are meant to blaze. You are meant to dream wildly and achieve courageously. You are meant to stand tall, not out of pretense, but out of authenticity, knowing that every choice you make brings you closer to your purpose. I want you to think about your worth. Really sit with that idea. You are a force. You are a source of creativity, intelligence, passion, and resilience. You bring something to this world that no one else can. You have a voice that needs to be heard, a heart that loves deeply, and a spirit that has survived and thrived through challenges. How can you settle for anything less than a life that honors that resilience, that intelligence, that heart, that spirit? It's time to let go of the belief that you should tolerate less than what you truly deserve. It's time to stop saying yes when you really mean no. It's time to stop staying in situations where you feel unseen or undervalued. It's time to stop dimming your light just to make someone else feel more secure. You don't owe anyone a piece of yourself that takes you away from your purpose, your joy, and your dreams. You owe it to yourself to pursue a life where your happiness is non-negotiable, where your growth is celebrated, and where your inner peace is a priority. You owe it to yourself to seek out relationships that uplift you, jobs that inspire you, and communities that empower you. You deserve a life where your boundaries are respected, where your voice is heard, and where your dreams are nurtured, not stifled. Don't settle, because settling teaches others to settle too. It sends a message that mediocrity is acceptable, that dreams are optional, and that self-sacrifice is the price of love and success. But we are here to change that message. We are here to rewrite the story. We are here to stand tall and demand lives filled with purpose, integrity, respect, and fulfillment, not just for ourselves, but for every woman who will follow in our footsteps. Let's commit together to never settle. Let's commit to living lives that reflect our worth, our potential, and our dreams. Let's commit to supporting each other, lifting each other up, and reminding each other that we are worthy of more than just good enough. We are worthy of greatness. We are worthy of love that uplifts. We are worthy of success that empowers. We are worthy of a life that, at the end of the day, brings us peace, purpose, and joy. You deserve that life. You deserve it fiercely and unapologetically. Never stop believing that. Never stop seeking it. And never, ever settle for less than the extraordinary life you are capable of creating. Good afternoon, incredible women. It fills me with joy to stand here with you today because I see not just faces, but stories of strength, resilience, ambition, and courage. I want to talk to you about a trap that too many of us fall into, a trap where we begin to change who we are to fit someone else's ideal. It's a trap that robs us of our authenticity, dims our brilliance, and erases the very essence of what makes us us. But I'm here to remind you that you are not here to become someone else's version of what's possible. You are here to become your version of greatness, truth, and purpose. Too often we find ourselves trying to fit into boxes that others create for us. Boxes that define beauty, success, love, friendship, and happiness according to someone else's standards. Maybe it's a partner who wants you to act a certain way. Maybe it's a workplace where conformity feels more important than creativity. Maybe it's friends or family members who have expectations of who you should be, what you should do, or how you should look. But let me ask you this, why would you ever compromise your truth to meet someone else's idea of who you should be? Think about that for a moment. You have a purpose, a passion, a unique light that only you bring into the world. Your dreams, your goals, your vision, they are yours for a reason. You were not born to shrink, to compromise, to conform, or to pretend. You were born to express yourself fully, to bring your ideas to life, to chase your dreams with reckless passion, and to stand in your truth no matter how uncomfortable it makes others feel. Every time you change yourself to meet someone else's expectations, you send a message to your heart that says, I am not enough as I am, and that is a lie. You are enough. You are worthy of love, respect, success, and happiness exactly as you are. Not after you change, not after you become someone's idea of perfect, but right now, just as you stand. You don't need to be quieter to make someone else more comfortable. You don't need to dim your ambition to appease someone else's insecurities. You don't need to change your appearance, your voice, your laughter, or your dreams to fit someone else's picture of what's acceptable. Because your life, your journey, your heart, they belong to you, and you owe it to yourself to honor your authentic self at all costs. It takes courage to not change who you are. It takes strength to stand tall when you feel the pressure to conform. But every choice you make to stay true to yourself is a choice that empowers others to do the same. When you refuse to compromise your truth, you inspire another woman to embrace hers. You show her that she too can chase her dreams without apology, that she too can speak up without fear, that she too can rise without limits. You deserve a life where you are free to be exactly who you are without fear of judgment or rejection. You deserve relationships where love means growth, not sacrifice. You deserve workplaces where your creativity and innovation are celebrated, not stifled. You deserve a community that uplifts you, supports you, and stands by you not because you changed to fit in, but because you showed up as your true self. Let's stop changing who we are to fit someone else's idea of perfection. Let's start celebrating our individuality, our uniqueness, and our imperfections. Let's wear our differences as badges of honor, our scars as symbols of strength, and our dreams as commitments to our future selves. Remember, you are not here to fulfill someone else's vision of what your life should look like. You are here to create your own vision, a vision that reflects your truth, your courage, your dreams, and your unstoppable spirit. Stand tall. Speak your truth, chase your dreams with relentless determination, and never, ever let anyone make you doubt that you are enough. Because you are. You are everything you need to be to make a difference, to create a legacy, and to live a life that's not just successful, but deeply meaningful, profoundly happy, and authentically yours. You owe it to yourself and to every woman who comes after you to never compromise your soul, to never silence your voice, and to never stop being the incredible, unstoppable force that you were born to be. Good afternoon, beautiful women. It's an honor to speak to all of you today, to stand before you and remind you of something that can change everything in your life. I want to talk about something that requires incredible courage, but is also an act of profound self-respect. It's the power of walking away. Not just casually, but walking away with intention, with strength, with self-respect, and with the unwavering belief that your happiness, dignity, and well-being matter. I want you to hear me clearly. Don't be afraid to walk away from anything, any person, or any situation that no longer serves your growth, your purpose, and your inner peace. Walking away is not about giving up. It's not about failure, it's about making a choice to prioritize your well-being, your dreams, your boundaries, and your self-worth. It's about refusing to settle for less than what you deserve. Too often, we find ourselves in situations, relationships, jobs, friendships, or communities where we feel trapped not because we don't deserve better, but because we've convinced ourselves that this is the way life has to be. We've told ourselves that change is too difficult, that stability is too precious, or that compromise is just the price of love, success, and happiness. But let me ask you this, what are you really holding on to if it's holding you back from your best self? What are you sacrificing if you stay in a relationship that drains you, in a job that stifles your creativity, in a friendship that disrespects your boundaries, or in a community that diminishes your spirit? You are sacrificing your joy, your peace, your time, your potential, and ultimately your future. Walking away takes courage because it often means leaving behind something familiar. It means stepping into the unknown, facing your fears, and standing on your own. But walking away is also an act of strength. It's a declaration that you value yourself enough to make difficult choices. It's a commitment to your own happiness, your dreams, and your future. It's a promise to yourself that you will never compromise your truth or settle for a life that leaves you feeling less than alive, less than purposeful, less than whole. You deserve a love that lifts you, not one that weighs you down. You deserve a job that ignites your passion, not one that extinguishes it. You deserve friendships that celebrate your growth, not you from living that life, from becoming the woman you were meant to be. It's time to walk away, not with regret, but with purpose, not with defeat, but with the understanding that you are choosing a path that honors your soul, your dreams, and your worth. Remember, walking away isn't about loss, it's about gain. It's about gaining your power back, reclaiming your peace, and stepping into a future where you can thrive authentically and unapologetically. It's about showing yourself and every woman around you that we do not have to endure what diminishes us, that we do not have to settle for what hurts us, and that we have the right to seek a life filled with respect, integrity, and fulfillment. So stand tall, hold your head high, and know that you have everything you need to walk away with grace and conviction. Trust that on the other side of fear lies a life of purpose, clarity, and self-respect. And when you walk away, do it with the certainty that you are not losing, you are stepping into the greatest commitment you will ever make, a commitment to yourself, a commitment to your worth, a commitment to your future. And most importantly, a commitment to living a life that feels true, meaningful, and completely unmistakably yours.